And let's go to verse 6. All right. This is my favorite part, right? Steadfast love and then faithfulness, right? And some versions say loyal love and truth. I'm going to read from Genesis 20, what I just mentioned earlier. Yes. About Abraham and Abimelech, because I think it's funny, right? God being faithful, God being loyal, right? I'm going to read, start in verse 1. It says, from there, Abraham journeyed toward the territory of the Negeb and lived between Kadesh and Shur, and he sojourned to Gerar. And Abraham said of Sarah's wife, right? She's my sister, right? And Abimelech, king of Gerar, sent and took Sarah, right? Because he thought she was single. And it says, but God came to Abimelech in a dream by night and said to him, behold, you are a dead man because of the woman you have taken, for she is a man's wife. Now Abimelech had not approached her, right? Meaning he didn't sleep with her. It says, so he said, Lord, will you kill an innocent people? Did he not himself say to me, she's my sister? And she herself said, he is my brother. And the integrity of my heart and the innocence of my hands, I've done this, right? I was innocent is what he's saying. Then God said to him, yes, I know that you have done this in the integrity of your heart. And it was I who kept you from sinning against me, like from sleeping with her. He says, therefore, I did not let you touch her. Now then, return the man's wife, for he's a prophet, and he will pray for you, and you shall live. But if you do not return her, right, know that you will surely die, you and all who are yours. So we see that. Look, I want you to see God's loyalty to Abraham, because Abraham was his chosen people. He already made a commitment to him in Genesis 12. And what does Abraham do? He messes up immediately. He sins. But what does God do? Right? Right? When Abraham sins and gives away his wife, Sarah, to Abimelech, God doesn't scold Abraham. God goes to Abimelech. He says, behold, you are a dead man for what you just did. Right? And it's like he's acknowledging, I know Abraham's wrong, but you're dead for what you're doing to my boy. Right? Because that's my son's wife. That's how he goes, right? Fully acknowledging that Abraham was wrong, but he's so faithful to his people, to Abraham, that I know he's wrong, right? But that's my man, right? He says, you are a dead man because of him, right? I think that's funny. God's so loyal. And then I remember, like, my mom and Ralph were watching Aaron Hernandez, right? The documentary. And I remember when that show came out and it was real popular. They were talking about his girlfriend or his fiance, because they'd been engaged but they'd never been married. Her name was like Shayana, right? And she backed them up on everything, even when all the evidence is stacked against Aaron Hernandez. She just backed them up in court in every situation, right? But then I remember reading a comment, and the comment was like, I think she's faking, because on all the phone calls of them when he was alive, she was always mad at him. But isn't that how it is, though, right? Like. And your loyalty, like maybe when God was alone with Abraham, that he would get on to him like, what are you doing? You're like, that's so wrong. Or that's what she did with Aaron Hernandez. What are you doing? You're an idiot. You're stupid. But among others, right? And when they came in front of others, she defended him, right? Fully, right? And fully, like, I know he's wrong, but I'm faithful, right? That's that loyalty. And that's almost how God is with Abraham. Not that God is wrong when doing that, but he was just committed to Abraham. He knew he was wrong, but he's like, I'm going to back him up in everything, right? He says, behold, you are a dead man, Abimelech. You better give back my son's wife. I know he was wrong, but you're going to pay for it if you like sleep with her, if you keep her. I just think that was cool, right? God's faithfulness, God's loyal love to his people, right? Okay, let's